One thing that I did with my boyfriend before we started dating was we said to each other, this is what I'm looking for. This is what I want. This is something I don't want. This is what I need from a partner. And if you can't give that to me, then let's not get involved with each other. And then that set up the expectations from the beginning. You don't want to be with someone for 5 months and then realize they don't want to be in a long-term thing and you've been wanting. Early in the relationship, that's when you need to communicate the most, because that's going to set the tone for the rest of your relationship. If you can't practice communication in the very first, the few weeks, you're not going to be able to do it later. And a lot of people are like, oh, it's early, I don't need to do it, I feel awkward doing it. You're not going to feel less awkward later.
And you also need to be honest with yourself, because lots of people, everyone in society, it's this whole thing, you need to have a partner. It's constantly, everyone is just, looking for their partner. You need to, be honest with, what you want in a partner and, lie to yourself and be like, no, this is okay, I do like this. That's why people get, stuck in a relationship, and then afterwards they'll be like, oh my god, they'll end things, they'll be like, oh my god, there were all these issues, I don't know why I didn't see it, blah, blah, blah. And that's why I think it's important coming to the relationship knowing what you like and what you do not like, so that you can set those boundaries within yourself, because I've been caught in it before where you're like, no, it's fine, you excuse their behavior because you're like no, I cheat on me. Yeah, oh my god, it's okay, he loves me, so good together, but you need to set up those boundaries and you need to be strict with yourself, because otherwise you're just gonna hurt yourself more, and you're disrespecting yourself.
What's good, YouTube, man? It's your boy Alex, and I'm back again with another video, man. As you guys can see, I'm here at UCT. I'm trying to ask youth based on their views on relationships, and what some of the advices that they can give out there for you guys, based on the experiences from their past relationships, or from their present relationships. So if you're new to the channel, man, make sure to subscribe, make sure to leave that like, comment down below what other videos you guys want to see from me, man. If you want more of these type of videos, let me know down below. Maybe I might do a part 2, part 3, part 4. Just let me know. We here with
Kajal, Emma,
Joe Speaker.
Joe Speaker, eh?
Aaron Vichelink.
Okay.
Megan Walls.
Megan Walls, okay. Okay, Kajal, are you in a relationship?
I am, yes.
You're actually in a relationship. So how long have you been in a relationship for?
I think we're going on 4 years.
4 years.
No.
Why is that?
It's complicated.
It's complicated.
Uh-huh.
Okay. What's making it complicated though? Is it the guys? Is it you?
I don't think I should be doing this. Oh my gosh, why the fuck am I doing this? Okay, it's just the time. The time. I'm gonna keep it vague.
Okay, are you guys in a relationship?
With each other, yes.
Like friends? Or
No, all three of us are dating.
dating?
Yeah.
Like a threesome? Like a three-way?
No, I'm in a relationship. I'm in a almost 2 year
2 years.
long relationship, yeah.
Okay. And for you?
I'm exclusive of 1 week.
Yo. Why is that?
Because we've been friends for 3 years and we only kissed 2 weeks ago and we became exclusive yesterday.
All right. And for you?
No.
You're not?
No.
You've been in one?
Yes, I have.
When was your last relationship?
My last relationship was 2 years ago.
2 years ago. How was it?
Yeah, it was okay. It was
It's definitely a relationship.
yeah, there was a lot of things to it. It was multifaceted. I don't know. It was up and down.
What do you think are the challenges that couples face today?
I think they face a lot of different challenges. I don't know if there's an overarching one that's the most dominant. I think there's a lot of different pressures on relationships today, yeah.
The biggest challenge
In a
that we
relationship.
have today? Your commitment, hey? I know a lot of people who have commitment issues, loyalty issues, yeah. Maybe not overthinking and taking everything personally, and then through that using communication to communicate when you are upset. So such a good one. Lots of people will get upset when they'll be like, why don't you do this for me, and why don't you send me a message? But it's actually because you have to communicate what you want, what you need. You can't just expect someone else to know exactly what you need. They're their own person, they're not in your head, they don't know, so you can't get upset with them.
Yeah, so communication plays a role.
Communication.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think, a lot of people expect their partner to anticipate their needs, and then they get frustrated when they're not doing the right things. And then also something that really bothers me that I see in other people's relationships.
Yeah.
Not my own, because I'm perfect. But but like when someone, like their partner does something wrong and then they sulk about it, or like they like punish them by being quiet, or like not texting them back, and they're like, oh, I'm being so sassy right now. But you're not helping either of you. Like you just make yourself feel worse by doing that.
I would say like trying to get a balance of dependency.
Oh, yeah.
And trying to like support each other and rely on each other for any type of support, but also being your own person and not taking up each other's lives to like a detrimental amount.
Do you think communication is important in a relationship?
I think communication is definitely important in a relationship. I think it's probably one of the foundations. I think communication always has to be complemented with action. You know, we can always hide behind communication if it's not followed with like consistent action. So yeah, communication is important. Vulnerable, open, honest communication is important, but it has to be supported with integrity in your actions.
How has your past relationship shaped your view on love?
Oh my gosh. If my past relationship taught me anything, it's that love is really blind. Like, you can be infatuated with this person and think like they're the sun, the moon, the stars. Ish, guys, they're not. Save yourself. Save yourself. Be realistic. Yeah.
Okay, why you say that? For those that are in a relationship or are trying to get into a relationship, why do you say that? Like, you know?
Because like, I feel like if you're infatuated with a person, like, you know, obviously you're just gonna like see them as being like so amazing. But like, maybe they're not really. You know.
So you're blinded by love?
A little bit.
A little bit. Did he lie to you? He cheated?
She.
Oh, it's a she.
It's a she.
Oh, so you interfere.
Yeah.
What does trust mean for you in a relationship?
I guess like knowing that whatever the person, what your partner is saying to you is the whole truth, and no like information is being like misconstrued, and like you know that, or even when they don't communicate something to you, like you know them well enough to know what their intentions were, I think.
I would say maybe like actually trusting like what your partner says. It plays a lot with like insecurities. Like lots of people are insecure nowadays, and like you always just want reassurance. So lots of people, they play into like the toxic insecurities, and they'll be like, oh, like you don't love me, like if you don't see me, like you're hanging out with your friends too much. But you just need to have the reassurance and the trust that your partner does love you, and they don't need to be with you every single second and do every single thing with you. Like you just need to trust, I don't know, your relationship and your love for each other.
What is the key thing to make your relationship healthy?
Everyone's gonna say this, but communication. And don't like, people always like, you gotta communicate, guys, and then they like send their boyfriend a WhatsApp and they're like, do you still love me? But it's like, it's actually like, as soon as, well, in my opinion, I know that other people feel differently about this, but as soon as something has happened where someone has made you feel uncomfortable, or your partner has made you feel uncomfortable, or they've upset you in some way, you need to say, like, really gently, and like not in a fighty way, like, you've done this and it's really affected me and this is how it's made me feel. You can't be like, you always do this and you're an awful person. But I think coming to a problem, like treating a problem like you're both on the same side and it's a problem and you're going to work it out together, instead of like coming as if you're on two different sides and you're trying to fight it out.
I would also say like with that, like also processing it like after it's happened and then letting go, because I know lots of people, it's very hard to like let go of things. Like you'll hold on to it, like in like the next following argument you'll bring up the same issue again. You know, it's about like, yeah, okay, you can speak about it and you communicate it, but it's like, what are you actually going to change and what are you letting go? Like, how is the situation now going to change after you've had that conversation? Because it's all well like, okay, I'm speaking about it, like, oh, look at me, like we're doing communication, but like it's more than that. Like you actually have to like do things and like change things.
I would say communication as well, and like letting go of things, but also like being able to enjoy yourself without your partner's company, and like being able to be like your own person and like not have to always be around them. I think it should just be like a balance. Like finding, and it can be different for different people also, but yeah, just a balance between the two.
Definitely, like my like last relationship, like we fully went the route where like you literally become one person, like you don't do anything apart, and I don't think it, like as nice as it is, like I don't think it's the way, like I don't think it's healthy. I definitely think you still need to have like your own life and do your own things, like have your own friends and have your own activities. Like it's great when you do everything together, like that's lovely, but I don't know, like we're young, like you still need to have experience like your own personal growth that is like separate from someone else. If you're with each other the whole time, it creates a lot more room for like toxic things and then like getting upset because now all of a sudden if you've been spending all your time together, like, oh my god, like why are you doing that without me? Why do you like that when I don't like that? Like it becomes like now I'm also involved in all of your decisions and everything. But like you can still like separate things and like whatnot.
What do you think in a relationship are the things that causes a person or like a partner to cheat?
Ooh.
I don't think it has to do with the
Yeah,
partner at all.
it's
And it's
regardless the
entirely about the
person,
person who cheats, yeah.
I often think it comes from a place of the other person who's cheating is not ready to like discuss things and they're not ready to like end the relationship, so they act out in this way. Because I've never experienced cheating, but I feel like it's sometimes a manipulation tactic because you're trying to see like if they'll stay if you cheat, like regardless. I feel like it's like almost like testing the waters to see how much like power you hold in the relationship. You shouldn't cheat. Like don't be in a relationship if you're gonna cheat.
I agree with all of that, but I also feel like sometimes it comes from people who like just don't feel fulfilled by a lot of things in life, and they have like their own internal stuff, and so it has nothing to do with the relationship. It's more that like they haven't dealt with their stuff, so the relationship isn't fulfilling them because they're not fulfilled by anything, and so then they like are continuously trying to get things that are fulfilling them, but nothing really works.
Yeah. Big emphasis on that it's not the other person's fault.
Yeah, it's always the
never,
person who
it's
does
never
it.
the other person's fault.
Yeah.
Because I think lots of people like to blame themselves. Like you like to be like, oh, like what did I do wrong? Like da da da. But
Did I
it's
wear
not
enough
them
crop
at all.
tops?
Yeah, exactly. What? Like was it not like sexy enough? Like did we not spend enough time together? It's never you. If it was gonna happen, it was gonna happen.
So what's the best advice to give for couples out there that are in a relationship?
I don't know if I'm the best person to give advice. I'm not one of those people who's had a marriage that's lasted, for 20 years or something. But a good thing to strive toward is to be in relationships that bring you closer to the person you want to be and support your partner to be the person that they want to be. And if you're both supporting each other in that way, then I think you're doing a good thing.
Be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself, know what you want, and never drop your standards for anyone.
If I had to say one thing, it would just be the emphasis on communications for any relationship you have, and like clear communication with like empathy and like understanding for the other person, but also setting your boundaries.
I'm in that situation right now, like where you start seeing someone, you just want to see them the whole time. Like I can feel myself being like, oh, just want to see them. But it's important to like take note of like I still have other things that I enjoy, and I still like want to see my friends and stuff like that. And I can't do things like the whole time. Like too much of a good thing is a bad thing. So like finding balance with that, obviously communication, and figuring out like speaking about like what you want and what they want, so that it doesn't come as like a shock when all of a sudden they're like, oh no, I don't like this, but like working through it.
One thing that I did with my boyfriend before we started dating was we said to each other, this is what I'm looking for, this is what I want, this is something I don't want, this is what I need from a partner, and if you can't give that to me, then let's not get involved with each other. And then that set up the expectations from the beginning. You don't want to be with someone for 5 months and then realize they don't want to be in a long-term thing and you've been wanting. Early in the relationship, that's when you need to communicate the most, because that's going to set the tone for the rest of your relationship. If you can't practice communication in the very first, like the few weeks, you're not going to be able to do it later. And a lot of people are like, oh, it's early, like I don't need to do, like I feel awkward doing it. You're not going to feel less awkward like later.
And you also need to be honest with yourself, because lots of people, like everyone in society, is this whole thing like you need to have a partner. Like it's constantly like everyone is just like looking for their partner. You need to like be honest with like what you want in a partner and like lie to yourself and be like, no, this is okay, like I do like this. That's why people get like stuck in a relationship and then afterwards they'll be like, oh my god, like they'll end things, they'll be like, oh my god, there were all these issues, I don't know why I didn't see it, blah blah blah. And that's why I think it's important coming to the relationship knowing what you like and what you do not like, so that you can set those boundaries within yourself. Because I've been caught in it before where you're like, no, it's fine, like like you excuse their behavior because you're like, no, I
cheat on me.
yeah, like oh my god, like it's okay, like he loves me, like so good together, but like you need to set up those boundaries and you need to be strict with yourself, because otherwise you're just gonna hurt yourself more and like you're disrespecting yourself.
What are the qualities that you look for in a partner?
Funny.
Yeah,
That's it. Funny. Because if you're funny, you're smart, but not like funny in a way that you don't have to make fun of other people.
Yeah.
And kind. Funny and kind, that's all that matters. Because if you're kind, you're considerate of people's needs, you're considerate of your partner's needs, you're able to empathize, and that's like all you need.
Also like thoughtful. Yeah, funny is like the big one. Yeah. Compassionate, empathetic. I guess like has like drive, like I don't know, like hard, like has goals and stuff like that. Like, isn't just like wandering around life being like, oh, like this is this and this is this. Like someone who's like determined, I guess.
I would say like all those things, but also like being able to connect with your emotions and identify them and explain them and deal with them.
You think appearances count, or is it mostly about personality that you go for in a guy?
I mean, like, it's mostly about personality. I think that what is most attractive about people is their personality at the end of the day. We're all going to be ugly eventually. But it does help if they got them abs.
Yeah.
It's nice.
I don't know, I think humor, like if you're funny, I think it's super attractive. So that's like the main thing for me. Yeah.
I think mostly personality, but also like demeanor and how you carry yourself.
Oh yeah, true. That is
Like,
attractive.
And there are things that are just unattractive, which rule out a whole bunch. So,
Yeah.
you know, yeah.
Thank you so much, guys. Where can they find you?
I don't use social media.
Ooh, Aaron_W Hazen. Because my surname is too long, so I had to like shorten it.
Megan.Halls.
Hey, go follow them, man. Thank you so much for being in the video.